What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to part 3 of the DIY pallet shed build. In this video, we're going to turn this shack into a shed, house into a home, shell into a shed. Anyway, we're going to close the thing up. But before we can do that, if you hadn't seen the previous builds, check out the link above. You'll see how we built the floor and framing and the roof and all that. But now what we're going to do is we're actually going to frame up the front and rear walls and make our door openings. Once we have those built, then we can start throwing on some siding and roof. So enough chit chat, let's get to it. So originally I was going to more or less take this whole front wall off, buy some 2x4s, build up the framing door. But, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose of what we're doing here. We're building a pallet shed. You know, we're trying to save money. And if I keep doing stuff like that, then it's not a pallet shed. So, keeping with our lovely theme, we're going to take some pallets, probably have to rip a few down, and we're actually going to use the pallets for our framing, box it in, build our framing walls. But what I think I'm going to do, or at least it sounds good in my head, is I'm actually going to take the original front walls off, and then we'll lay it forward, do our frame on the ground, and then stand it back up and secure it into place, because that makes the most sense to me. So let's get all these screws and nails and all kinds of weirdness out of here and build a wall. Ooh. Before we do that, let me get the camera at a different angle. I'll show you what we're going to do to help hold this thing together. So in an attempt to hold this thing together and prevent myself from turning this shed into a stack of dominoes, we're actually going to take a piece of board and lay it diagonally across the roof. I'll show you here. So I'm going to take this board, like I said, diagonally. Oh, bright sun. And I'm going to screw it on there. So in theory, the two corners should counteract each other to help prevent any kind of a twist. So let's see if my theory pans out. All right, folks, got the wall out. Now we're gonna start framing in that outside wall for the doors. Doing a bit of a compromise with you. So that back wall is still gonna be pallets, but this front wall, I'm just gonna frame in a regular 2x4. It didn't cost that much. That way everything's nice and secure for where the door opening is gonna be. And then once we get that built, we're gonna stand it up, secure it into place, then we can start closing this thing up. Oh no. Man, that air compressor sure has a way of interrupting good footage. So I'm gonna narrate this section almost like I really know what I'm doing. So we got the 2x4s here, marked 16-inch on center, and we're gonna frame up our main wall. As we get that, we're gonna mark our header for the doorway right at 80 inches. We're gonna set some bracing in there and then stand the wall up into place. And here I'm just telling you that we're gonna get the frame wall stood up and put into place. And like a goof, I don't like to have assistance, so I'm gonna manhandle this thing and put it into place. A little bit of toe tapping and some hammer manipulation, and she fits just like a glove. Don't mind that gap in the corner. I'll figure something out there. We got it into place, and then I'm going to fill this thing with as many nails as that 2x4 will hold. But I'm making sure not to nail the center because eventually we're going to cut that center section out for the doorway. All right. Got our wall in. Everything's all framed up looking good, except for that little corner over there, but Don't worry about it. So now that we got that wall in, before I do this back wall, I'm actually going to get the T111 siding and go ahead and put that on, help hold everything together, and probably go ahead and do the roof and stuff. So the next step is going to be putting in our ledger in the bottom. That's going to help keep the bottom of our board square so we can nail them into the studs, and then just kind of work our way from panel to panel to panel. So let's get going. Woo! All right, we got our T111 siding. I know it's not pallet boards, but you know, this is really the best way to get a lot of ground covered in one whack and still look good. So we're gonna get our siding put up. We're gonna work on these three sides first. The main reason we're not doing the back is I still got my dog's kennel in the back, so we gotta move the kennel, and then we can finish the wall in the back, but it's kind of 6 one way, half a dozen the other. It's really not gonna hurt a thing. So let's get this siding put on, have it start looking like something. For the center section above the doorway, I grabbed one of my shorter pieces of siding, and I'm going to hold it into place and then mark with a pencil along the roof line so that I get a perfect line that I can cut against. And then I work my way over and finish up the front wall. There we go. Look at that perfect peak. Or at least from 15 feet away, she's perfect. A nail here, and a nail there, another board here, and a few more nails, and it was off to the other side. Get it squared up. It was at this point that I knew I was in over my head. That works. Well, I saved you guys the boredom and the monotony of putting panel after panel after panel. So I went ahead and just finished putting all the siding on. Take a look. Flip this camera around to get a better angle. Aha! Starting to look like something now. Don't worry about that opening. We're actually going to cut that open to fit the full 6-foot door. But yeah, we'll take a look inside. She's kind of ugly, but not too bad. There you go. Full shed. I've still got some fixing to do. As you can see here, we're going to cut this out all the way down and then build in some doors, some double doors. Yeah, she's pretty sturdy. Gonna do some more bracing here and there, but we're probably gonna take, let me know in the comments what you wanna do, but what you want me to do. I think I'm gonna take some OSB and line the full inside and just kind of cover everything up and make it nice. So now, let's get rid of this open air here, because that's not waterproof. And after all my struggle from the previous day with the siding, I suppose it wasn't enough punishment for myself, so I got right back on the struggle bus and got this panel up there. This is one of those times where if you have any friends to call upon, now would be the time. But don't worry, if the panel itself wasn't enough trouble, the nail gun decided it wanted to depart from the ladder as well. Oh, good save there. All right. Just a little bit more, and there we go. After struggling with the board over my head, I thought, hey, why don't I lift the board into place? And that was also a struggle, but a lot more successful. upside down, I think. Oh. I'm still not sure if the panel's facing the right direction, so I flipped it to match the other. Worst case, at least I'll have two panels that are both wrong. So I went ahead and proceeded to nail the board in place. After that, I did the same thing 4 more times. All right, folks, roof is on. And that was a lot more difficult than I expected. I don't know what happened, but somehow those panels got out of square and I had to take them off, and I still can't figure out what happened. So regardless, I got it fixed. The roof is on. I don't know if you can see it. I'll see if I can point the camera up. I already put the ladder away, but we'll go in on the inside and take a peek. Couldn't get a big enough angle, but you can see here, yes, I have a lot of light showing. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix all that. But she's done. So that's all kind of weird and just didn't work right. But hey, you know what? I said I wasn't a carpenter. So for not being a carpenter, I'd say this is pretty darn good. There you have it. We now technically have a shed, and I am so stoked to have this thing done. But overall, it's been a pretty fantastic build. We still have some things to do. I know you guys saw the little opening in the peak. We're gonna fill some of those cracks in with some expansion foam. Say what you will about it, that's still what we're gonna do. But we're gonna fill it with expansion foam. We're still gonna be doing a video on the trim. I gotta build the doors for here. It's gonna be 2 double doors. We're gonna try and implement some pallet wood there along with pallet wood for the trim. And then we've also gotta build back here. We gotta build a door for my dog and then close in that area, but that's all fine tuning stuff. So I'm glad you guys have stuck with me through these 3 episodes of getting the actual shed put together. Let me know what you think in the comments, and please hit that like and subscribe button and be notified for every video that we come up with. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.